let's talk about match expectation tomorrow. Leicester City is coming to Stamford Bridge
Yeah, it's
tomorrow.
coming to us. Exactly. Yeah, bro.
You
Yeah.
know, I watched the game live. I watched the first leg in Leicester, and we won the game. I was so happy. I saw the performance. It was
Yes.
amazing.
So
So
glad
what
Reese
are you?
found the back of the net, man. So glad
Yeah,
you
yeah,
did, bro. 100%.
yeah. So what are you expecting tomorrow from this game?
Gosh. Well, we've been in a slump, as we all know. We came
Yeah,
off that brilliant match with Southampton. So Leicester's for relegation side. They're fighting relegation. We're fighting a spot
absolutely.
or
Yeah,
no, excuse me, goodness, for the Champions League. So with that being
yeah,
said, man, we ought to win by more than two. Yeah, I want some goals. I'm
yeah,
being greedy. I know a win is a win. It's 3 points, but no, no, sir. I want to win by 3 goals or more. That's we gotta prove that we are Chelsea. And that's what
definitely.
Chelsea
Yeah,
Football Club does. Is the opponents that are on the relegation side, we bury them. You know. And I hope
yeah,
Cole Palmer finds the back of the net. He needs to get his groove back.
absolutely. Yeah,
We need that. We need our wingers out there. We need Neto to get in form.
yeah,
Mondueke, whoever
yeah,
Maresca puts up. Haven't seen the lineup yet. Of course, it's not out.
yeah,
But yeah, man, I hope he picks a good side because
yeah,
a lot of inconsistencies in the lineup as far as
yeah,
the wingers go and the strikers.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So let's talk about what kind of XI are you expecting tomorrow from Maresca? With Lavia back into the squad and Fofana. So
Yeah,
what kind?
Fofana's back.
What?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So what
right.
kind of
Yeah.
formation are you expecting tomorrow from Maresca?
Oh man, honestly, I just hope the classic old boring 4-3-3. Honestly, really and
Yeah,
truly, like we,
yeah,
we need to keep it
yeah,
simple and get a rhythm.
yeah,
We don't reinvent the wheel. It's as simple as
yeah,
that. Um, really and truly, I mean, even if we run three in the back, and we need to do something. We make it 4-4-3-3 flat, or have three in the back and have the boys attack and get in the form. Because it's Leicester, we can afford to only have three in the back.
yeah,
So we'll see what the gaffer does. We'll see.
yeah. Let's talk about what are you expecting from our next two games before we go into international break. We've got Copenhagen coming back on Thursday, and as well as Arsenal this weekend. So, what are your expectations from the boys? What do you think they need to do better to get solid point from these games?
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, man, it's just all about momentum at this point right now.
Yeah,
We just got to keep the goal train going, really and
yeah,
truly. It's just the momentum, momentum, momentum. We saw
yeah,
what happened come December when Maresca made the comments saying we're not ready for Champions League,
yeah,
and it's a young group of guys. So
yeah,
the mental aspect of the game, they're still growing, they're still
yeah,
learning. So
yeah.
momentum is a very big factor with the young squad. So we just
Absolutely.
need to get this win and carry that over so they gain the confidence
Yeah,
and the wins. We're back in the win column. Start getting them 3 points. Start stacking those points up like how we were doing,
yeah,
from the season all the way to like November.
yeah,
But yeah, the past few months we just got to put that in the rearview mirror and move forward and start to get in that win column again.
yeah. I've said, yeah. There's something Maresca did in the last game against Copenhagen. The formation is started in the first half. I
I
don't
don't
think
like it.
you maybe probably think of what do you think about that, man?
It
What
was
do you think
weak,
about?
bro. It was weak.
Yeah,
It was weak. Not creating chances. It was like some Southgate football, bro. It was just side, not finding any open spaces, creating chances. It was boring football. It was boring football, 100%. And then when he took off Caicedo and then brought on Enzo, I didn't really like that because now Caicedo's the workhorse. He
yeah,
prevents the other team from transitioning over and taking advantage of the counterattack. And we
mm,
saw when as soon as Caicedo came off, all these chances that Copenhagen was creating in the second
yeah,
chance or in the second
yeah,
half, excuse me.
yeah,
So yeah, man. So for tomorrow, I hope that Caicedo stays on the entire time.
yeah.
We cannot
Absolutely,
afford to have
absolutely,
that
yeah.
man off the pitch.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I'm so much worried for this guy because when you throw away the likes of what's it called, that went to Juventus? Viega. You trying
Oh,
to look
that
like
was oh, I'm thinking of Disasi to Villa. Yeah, who went to Juve?
Viega,
Oh my gosh, Ronaldo. Yeah, bro, he's tearing it up in Serie
yeah,
A right now. Yeah.
Viega,
Yeah. Ronaldo Vega. I know, bro, he has the biggest
yeah,
freaking forehead in all of England. He's
yeah,
fine. Ah.
very, yeah. So
Man, yeah, but I miss having him back. But I am glad
yeah,
he's over there because to gain that confidence, because he was
it,
more of a Conference League player,
it's
but
the
he had the quality to really be on
only
the
guy
Premier
that
League side, I think.
can
So I'm glad he's over.
best. Quickly talk about Joao Felix. He's been loaned to AC Milan. He had some couple of good games, but now I think things are not working on his way. What do you think about this? Joao Felix and what's going on at the moment? Yeah,
Man, I feel bad for the guy.
yeah,
He's just being passed around more than my ex girlfriend, man. It's crazy.
yeah,
But
yeah,
in all seriousness, man, he does a great job, creating chances, and I feel bad for the guy because he wants to find a home, but he just can't.
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Milan don't want him. Chelsea doesn't want him.
Hmm.
It's the poor guy can't find a home.
Yeah,
Atletico didn't want him.
yeah, yeah.
It's just
So,
yeah, do poor guy, and he's
yeah,
good quality. Yeah,
yeah,
he
he's
lacks
good.
that finishing ability, but
Yeah, yeah.
hey, if Nunez can have a home, why can't Joao Felix? You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I feel so much
Poor
for him
guy.
as well, but I just feel like he should have stayed in Chelsea, no matter what the pressure is.
Right.
Show some commitment, and because sometimes when players want to go, you don't have options. You just let them go.
You gotta let him go.
Because
Exactly. Cole Palmer's a
when
prime
opportunity
example of
come,
that.
yeah, when opportunity comes and player push for it, so sometimes the
Mhm.
club doesn't have options. They're just like, okay, come
Right.
on, if you wanna try a new adventure, then you're good to go.
They
So
gotta
I felt
support him.
like, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, he should have stayed at Chelsea and fight for
The
his
spot. Yeah.
chances to come, and who knows, maybe by now he's gonna be one of the best player for us. So I feel so much for him as well, and I just hope when he comes back, there's something he can do different to you know
Right.
to make himself back into the team. Yeah,
I agree. I agree. And the mental
yeah,
toll of not being wanted at the club is going to take an effect on him for sure. So
absolutely.
I just hope he's able to put that, behind him and just focus on football and
Yeah,
perform. But given his track record, it might be a tall order because that's just not the type of person he is as an athlete. And you can see it on the field, and instead of having that, it's getting tossed around. He's like, I'm going to prove the club wrong, and performs. He's a shaky player. He's
yeah,
not consistent.
yeah,
He's very
yeah,
shaky. He'll create the
yeah,
chances, and you see him in front of the net. More often than not, he's just like a deer in the
yeah,
headlights. What do I do? And then
yeah,
15
yeah,
feet over the crossbar. So it's just
yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
no. I hope
absolutely.
he
Yeah.
figures it
So
out. I really do.
yeah. Yeah, so let's round this up with this. Last. I don't want to take too much of your time. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good, bro.
So
Thanks for having me, man.
where do you, yeah, where do you see us finishing this season?
I do see us finishing in Champions League. I see us barely getting that spot. But that's dependent on Cole Palmer. He has to pull himself out of this funk. If he doesn't, I don't think we're gonna place. And that should be Chelsea's target this year. We need to qualify for the Champions League. That's it. Simple as that. And I think Enzo Fernandez has stepped up big time, with especially in
Yeah,
Cole Palmer in his slump.
yeah,
And you love to see that for someone you pay that much money for as well.
yeah,
Same with Caicedo. He
absolutely.
stepped up huge this year compared to last. Love to see it. So I'm just glad Cole Palmer has some support for when he's not a one man show. You can't do it all yourself.
Mhm.
So with that all being said, man, we got Reece James back. Palmer pull himself up. I think we'll qualify, and it's all kind of up to Palmer. If he doesn't pull himself out of this funk, we ain't qualifying.